Happy New Year! I felt like I should have like a New Year party hat to do our first live in the Mojo Moni community. But, and I know it's a late one. Hopefully I'm going to give it a second. Maybe you guys are late night scrolling through Facebook and I'm going to pop up in your feed. But I'm just tuckered out. So I thought we're just going to keep it quick and simple. If you got my email yesterday, you know what this is all about. Hi, Lynn. Say hi. You read, if you got my email yesterday, you know what this is all about because 'tis the season. Hey guys, say hi. Tell me where you're from. Oh, look at you guys all jumping on. Yay. 'Tis the season, right? Inboxes are flooding in with how to do goals, New Year's resolutions, how to get fit, do this challenge, do that 30-day, right? And this promo's coming up and this is on discount and it's flooding our inboxes. So I am here specifically for you guys over the next 3 days to give you guys value, hey guys, on how to filter through the noise because 40 is different. 40 is different, right? A lot of us feel that what used to work in our 20s and 30s does not work now, okay? And you don't want to know something, the same thing as I mentioned yesterday, motivation's very high right now, right? Like new year, fresh slate, like everyone feels it, right? Like we want to do it all. We're like, we're going to start the year strong. I want to work out more. I'm going to eat cleaner. I'm going to spend more time for myself. I'm going to do all the things. But, hi from Louisiana. Oh my gosh, send some sunshine and heat up here, please, Ellen. But this is my big question. And this is what we're going to talk about over the next 3 days in this 3-part series. How is this year going to be different from the years past? How is this year going to be different from the years past? Because if you're in this community and you're with us, there's a reason, right? You've either had roadblocks in the past from getting your health goals. You just feel out of control. You don't have the confidence. Waistline's expanding. Hormones are everywhere. Energy's up and down, right? Hi, Jamie. I love how you spell your name, J-A-Y. So one thing when we're over 40, because I always say this is a gong show of a time for us. This is the busiest, I honestly think the busiest time of our lives. One thing that we need to focus on is keeping it simple. Keeping it simple so we can have lifestyle integration. I talk about this with my clients all the time, and we're going to be talking about this in the next 3 days as well, right? So first thing is first, okay? We're going to talk about bloating. How do we get rid of that bloated, tired, heavy, exhausted feeling, right? We feel like we're carrying around a brick in our stomach post-holidays, okay? And it's actually very simple and very specific what we're going to do, right? But first things first, if we have not met, I see a lot of new faces jumping in here. We have a huge community, a lot of new members coming in. My name is Moni, Monica Tupone, but everyone calls me Moni. I am a functional nutrition and fitness expert. I work specifically with women, women in their 40s come to me seeking, getting control of their waistline, losing inches, losing some pounds, stabilizing their energy, but really it's about getting a sense of control back in their lives, right? Finding the time for them, right? So that they can just feel like rock stars because we're only in our 40s. I just turned 47 3 days ago. So that is what they come to me with. That's usually the desire, lose some weight, stabilize my energy, get control of the situation, feel like myself again, right? But what they leave with is learning the skills of what works in their life. Because life, like I say to all of you, is celebration. Holidays are never going to go away. Summer breaks, never going to go away. Celebrations, it's illnesses. Kids get sick for months on end. You get sick. It's tragedy. It's birthdays. It's everything. So learning the skills on how to integrate in their life. Late night cravings pop up. They're not just going to go away forever. Okay, just because you do a 30-day plan, they're going to pop up. What do we do? So that's what I work with women, specifically in their 40s, to help them with. Hi, Lisa. To help them with, okay? Because 40 is different. So let's get back to the bloating and heaviness feeling post-holidays and what we're going to do right now simply to help with that. Number 1, up your water. Okay. My clients are always like, oh my God, Melanie, water, please. Okay. Ideally, everyone should be having half their body weight in ounces. Figure out what that is per day. That's your minimum, right? If you travel, it's more. If you work out, it's more. If you have lack of sleep, it's more. If you're sick, it's more. If it's hot outside, it's more. Okay. And every day is not going to be perfect, but you should have that goal line in that vessel or, container that you use and know what your mints. Hey, Terry. Hey, Rebecca. Let me know where you guys are watching from. And if it's sunny, just put sunshine emojis in there for me because it's been so dreary here. Know what that vessel is. Half your body weight in ounces. Post-holiday heaviness, tired, up it. That is number one. So tomorrow, up it. Are you going to be peeing all the time? Yes, 100% in the beginning. It's the best thing. You're flushing everything out. We need to get rid of that inflammation. Hormones won't stabilize, won't rid the fat. Energy won't stabilize if we don't get that inflammation out of there. Okay. Number two that we're going to do, water number one. Number two is keep our meals very light and fresh. Now, obviously it's very easier and more intuitive during the summer months, but in the winters, think of, lots of soups and broths and, you can do winter salad bowls and roasted veggies. Think about what's in season in your area. Keep it light and fresh. Okay. Snacks are only there if we need them. Your meal should be dense enough. Okay. So let's halt the snacking all day and the grazing all day. And I know we've all been there, myself included, because during the holidays, food is everywhere around us. Okay. Get back to routine. Three key meals. Okay. And light, local, fresh food. Okay. That will help get everything in that inflammation, help to stabilize hormones and to help rid that inflammation for sure. Snacking all day is a metabolism killer. It sends our insulin. And we're going to talk about that in a second. This is not the time to fast. We're going to talk about dotes here in a second. Hey guys, this is not the time to fast. Okay. Fasting is not a diet. I don't know when it became a diet. Fasting is a tool. Okay. It's a tool. Yes, it helps regulate hormones. Yes, it's great for gut health. Yes, it's great for losing weight. Yes, it's great for so many things, but it's a tool. It's not something to be done all the time. And people are like, oh, I do like a, 16-4 eating window. But right now is not the time to fast. Post-holiday and post-feast time. Okay, when we feast and then fast, we're sending a signal to our brain. Remember, it's very primitive, our body and brain, that something's happening. And when it gets that stress response and something's happening that's different from the norm, we hold on to fat as protection. It's a stress response. All right. So this is not the time to fast. So changing one thing off the hop, that's simple when it comes to eating light and fresh, is starting with breakfast. Okay. Starting with that number one small, simple thing that you can change. And for me, it's starting, and for us in this community, it's starting to learn nutrition pairing for breakfast. This goes beyond just saying, I'm going to have a healthy breakfast tomorrow. It goes beyond, right? And it's beyond making the right decision for breakfast. It's ensuring that we are having the specific combination of food to regulate our metabolism hormones. I talk about all the time, cortisol, insulin, seesaw, that we all experience, and we are very, not susceptible, but we're very, what's the word I'm looking for? It happens quicker for us. The word's escaping me, right? I actually stayed up to midnight last night and I'm brain fogged. Anyways, we need to balance those. We need to nutrition pair to balance those metabolism hormones and that cortisol, insulin seesaw. Key in our 40s. And that starts with breakfast. That sets the stage. That is ensuring that our metabolism is firing for the rest of the day and that we're truly in a fat burning state, that our metabolism, which generates energy, is stabilized through the day. Okay. So 1, water. 2. Yes, Lisa. Hi. Hey, Wanda. Hey, Judy. It will be saved to Facebook. Okay. So you guys can totally watch later. All right. So number 1's water. Number 2, light, fresh food. Okay. 3 meals beginning with breakfast. making sure that we're having the right combination of foods at breakfast so we get that hormone balancing, that cortisol insulin, which has been like this all holidays, right? Cortisol, stress hormone, insulin, balancing our blood sugar under control. And that's done through specific nutrition pairing for you, okay? Number 3, hey, Amber. Number 3 is hormone balancing movement, okay, which we'll dive into more specifically into tomorrow. We want easy circulation, I call it. Easy circulation. This is not the time to go hard at your F45 or go hard at your CrossFit after a feasted state. Okay, and we'll talk about why more specifically tomorrow in part 2 of this little 3-day series I'm getting, okay? But we want circulation. We want to help get that inflammation out. We want to rid, all right? So nice walks outside, foam rolling, a yoga flow. You can just literally look on Pinterest or YouTube for a 10, 20-minute beginner, if you're a beginner, yoga flow. There's tons out there. If you don't have any resources, let me know, and I will send something personally to you. Okay, so those are the top 3 tips. Let's talk about the big don't. The big don't, which is almost important as the do's, and is something that it's ingrained in our minds in our 40s because, you know what, to be honest, it worked for us before. It worked in our 20s and 30s. The biggest don't is to have to go into that fasted state or a calorie deprivation state. 3 shakes a day. I'm going to have 3 shakes a day or 2 salads today because I binged and had, turkey and gravy and stuffing and all the things and I had 1,000,000 calories yesterday. I'm going to deprive my calories today to create a balance. No in our 40s. Okay. Big, huge no. Number 2, big, huge no is trying to think you're going to burn off the calories. You hit up a spin class. Just talked to someone, she went to 2 classes today because she was like, or it was after Christmas, sorry, because she wanted to burn off the Christmas meals. That is a detriment in our 40s because, again, it is throwing off that insulin cortisol balance. We need to have that balance for our metabolism. So, and it's causing a stress response. So keep your workouts flowing, easy circulation. We want movement. We don't want to sit on the couch and watch Netflix all day, even though we crave it. But we want movement, okay, to keep the circulation. So that is a big, hey Shannon, those are the big do's and the big don't, okay? Because listen, we've done it, right? I totally did it. Jump on the treadmill. I'm going to do 45 minutes because I ate my face off the last few days. No, okay? Stick it, make it simple. Your body wants simple. Your body wants not to be put in a state of shock, in a state of stress. Even though you think that you're doing something good by burning off the calories and doing the things, you're not. You're adding it into a state of stress. Just one of the ways that being over 40 is different and fun, right? Okay, so I know you guys are going to talk about nutrition pairing to regulate key metabolism hormones. And that really is principle number 1 of the 3 key principles that I always talk with you. And this is what I teach my clients, my private clients in the 3M system. And this is honestly where most programs or most challenges fail us in our 40s. Okay, because they don't, one, obviously teach us, but they don't, not teach us how, but teach us how to integrate it in our lives. Life proof it, life integrate it. It's big, right? Because we can all white knuckle it for 30 days and do a challenge, but what happens afterwards and what has really worked with our body and how we want to feel is key. So, and I get it because most women honestly fail, not due to a lack of information, right? Google's huge, and we all, I think by the time we're in our 40s, know what it means to eat pretty clean and healthy. There's not a lack of information out there, but on how to rev our metabolism. But the reality is that you just don't know where to start. You want to know the how, and you just don't have the time to plan out every detail of what to eat so your body's burning fat when, and when to eat so you don't stop burning fat all day, and how do you curb the carb cravings, and how do you curb the late night munchies when they happen. How do you prepare food so it's family friendly, because I often say that none of us in our 40s have Sundays, like 4 or 5 hours on Sundays to prep meals. We just don't. Maybe the odd time because you maybe love to cook, but we just don't. It's just the reality. But we need to think about our future selves, and planning meals obviously is a part of that. But we have to make it work in our life, right? And my life is different from your life, and it's different from your neighbors. That is key. So what I have for you guys, if you would like, it is just going to be offered for the next 3 days, is that I do have a 21-day metabolism meal plan. This is not a program. This is not a challenge. This is a straight up meal plan with recipe books, and it's outlined. You don't have to have that breakfast on that day, but it gives you, what it does is gives you an idea on how the meals are sort of paired up and utilized in our 40s, because it is different. And you know, every meal you create, or there's on the go snacks in there too, will set your body up to burn your metabolism, which burns calories, rids the bloat, right? Flatten the tummy a little bit, because right now we're all like, walk around like Michelin Man. Again, this is not a diet. This is not a coaching program. It's just straight up, sorry, my hair is all in my face. A meal guide. But this is what I talk about with my clients. This is what I put my clients through. Same kind of structure. And they rid between 5 and 10 pounds of inflammation, okay, in the 21 days, if not even more. Okay, depending on what their dietary habits and health history was. Again, everybody is different. So I'm going to offer it to you guys, but I also am offering it, it's like $27. It's super cheap. Canadian too. So my American friends, everyone's in Louisiana, you're like, woo. But it's a great kickstart. Plus, we're so busy right now, you just don't even want to think about what to eat when and how am I supposed to do this. And this is it in a positive way pertaining to women in their 40s. Okay? But again, it's not a coaching program. This is not a challenge. This is just a resource. Hi, thank you for the New Year's. Barb, I don't know if you have the 21 day. I'll check and make sure and see. This is just a resource for you guys to have. But I do welcome you, if you get it, to what I'm also offering is a 30-minute call with me where we just jump on the phone, you and me. There's no cost to this. And we make this relatable to your life. Okay, and that's big, because otherwise it's just going to be another thing that you bought online. Okay, so take me up on it. I have limited spots. I'll put the links below. If you're watching this in an email, just reply to me in email and we'll set up a time. Very easy peasy, very chill. We'll just talk about what your goals are, what your roadblocks have been in the past, and what may be the best direction to get you to move you forward. That's it. Okay, so the offer is out there for you guys, okay? But it's only for the next 3 days, okay? And I'll set up the calls for next week when all the kids are back to school and we're like, yeah, back to routine. But that's it, okay? So make sure you took some notes. 1, 2, 3, what to do to get rid of that bloating. And hey, Kate, that bloated and heaviness feeling post-holidays. The biggest don't I talked about, what not to do in our 40s to try to get rid of that bloated and heaviness, okay? I also talked to somebody, she's like, I'm taking probiotics. Probiotics are great, but there's other things that we need to do first, okay? And then the offer of the 21-day meal plan and the call if you so desire. Tomorrow, we're talking about hormone balancing movement. What does that mean? What should we be doing if we want to work out, if we are working out? Right? If you're doing CrossFit 4 to 5 times a week and your body is still holding on to fat, there's a reason. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. All right? Look at you guys all on here. It's great to meet you if I haven't met you before. Hope you guys had a great New Year. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow.